Sanford Stadium in Athens. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Going to try to get it himself. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Running inside, it's Edwards. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
They'll give it to him again. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. With the catch, it's Bussey. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Powers inside. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. Plows through the defense. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle. You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They'll ride him again. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave the mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Nowhere to go.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third down, here's Frazier. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On the snap, it's Frazier. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Going long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Rush right in his face. On the move, he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Right back to the well. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Play fake, Reed. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Reed. Extending the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, it's Edwards. Idevich got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal. There he goes! The 50, the 40, inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Throwing Reed. He'll pull it down. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
2nd down coming up. They'll test the right side. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Reed to throw. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Craver. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Might as well run him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's got the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed. Still looking to his right. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. He's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. Never a doubt. And guys. After the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 17 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Mountaineers coming away with the victory in one of the hot...
There he goes! He will score! Touchdown, Georgia!
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. At the 35, he's loose. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Reed rushes on. Finds a man on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
He's dropped.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Frazier again. Got a little grass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Frazier. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. A great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Working the ground game. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a give to Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Reed. They're all over him. Buying some time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He's been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
He now has 108 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Hauls it in. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So again, they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Motion from the back. Handoff for Frazier. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Stockton. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Reed to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he's catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Frazier again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads it left. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Here's a give to Frazier. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Tight end now in motion. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. quick give. It's Phillips. Fights off a defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Trying to run, it's Frazier.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it.